Hey guys, my name is Kunal. So in this mini course, we will going to discuss about digital marketing strategy. So you can see that here we have written digital marketing strategy. So this is what we will going to discuss. Now let me tell you the purpose of this lesson. So to understand the important purpose of this digital marketing strategy mini course, I just want to tell you that if we talk about the history of the digital marketing, so earlier in past what we used to do, we used to market product or services as a business owner with the help of traditional methods like TV, television, newspaper, radio, banners. So these are the traditional way of doing marketing. So problem with this traditional marketing was you actually can't measure the result. When you run your ads on TV, you don't know actually how much your advertisement is effective. So you cannot measure the effective result of your advertisement. You cannot run the ad effectively. Now what does this mean? For example, you have one company that sell men's product, or I can say men's t-shirt. So this is one XYZ company that sell men's t-shirt. Now what actually used to happen in past is that to advertise your product and service, for example, if XYZ company want to advertise their product and service, so they will going to use television, radio, newspaper, banners. So let's take one example with television. For example, XYZ company has run their advertisement or marketing of their t-shirt with the help of television. So now here what will going to happen? Many unwanted people will going to see the advertisement. For example, man will going to see your advertisement, a female lady will going to see advertisement, or I can say woman. So now see what is happening here. XYZ company sell only t-shirt. Now this t-shirt is only for this person. So this men's t-shirt is for only this person. But what will going to happen is that when you run your advertisement with the help of television, so many unwanted people will also going to see your advertisement. For example, you can see this woman, she is unwanted audience, so she will also going to see this advertisement run by this XYZ company. So this is the problem. So what actually happened in traditional marketing, you cannot target to specific customers, your potential customers. For example, this XYZ company know that their product is only for men, but when they show their advertisement in TV, women, men, or I can say male, female, small children's, so these are the people, they will also going to watch your advertisement. But XYZ company only make the product for men, so this advertisement is only relevant for this person who are men. But you can see women will also going to watch this advertisement. So what will going to happen? Many unwanted audience will also going to watch your advertisement. So ultimately what will happen? It will increase your cost. So this was the problem we used to have when we do marketing of our product and service through traditional methods like television, newspaper, radios. So these are the problems we usually as a business owner has to face, that are you cannot measure performance of your advertisement when you will run your advertisement. So you actually cannot understand how many people are actually interested to purchase your product and service. Ads are not effective, they will going to cost you a lot of money because you will also going to target to unwanted people or unwanted audience. But guys, we have come with one solution, that is digital marketing. So guys, with digital marketing you can solve all these problems. So when you will do digital marketing, so you can measure your performance, you can make your advertisement effective. Also it will going to cost you very less, right? It will going to cost you very less with the help of digital marketing. So guys, you can reach to your potential customers very easily with the help of digital marketing. For example, your company sells second hand cars. For example, you have one company that sells second hand cars. So with the help of digital marketing, you can only show your advertisement to those people who are searching for second hand cars. Second hand cars. So this is the power of digital marketing. For example, you have launched one new shoes. You have launched one new shoes for boys at the age between 19 to 24. So for this audience, you have launched one new shoes. For example, your company produce shoes for boys between the age 19 to 24. So guys, with digital marketing, what you can do, you can only target to those people who want to purchase shoes, also you can target to only those people between the age group of 19 to 24. So guys, this is the power of digital marketing. So with digital marketing, you can only target to very specific people. So let me write, you can only target to those people who can purchase your products or services. So this is the power of digital marketing, that you can only target to those people who can purchase your product and service, who can purchase your product and service. So guys, this is the power of digital marketing. So with the help of digital marketing, you can only target to those people who can purchase your product and service. It will going to cost you very less as compared to traditional marketing. You can also measure your advertisement, that how your advertisement is performing. So you can measure your advertisement. So there are many benefits of using digital marketing, which is very much important for any kind of business. So guys, with the help of digital marketing, you can easily sell your product and service, or sell your product and service, and you can generate good amount of profits. So guys, to do digital marketing, you require a proper digital marketing strategy. If you will follow these digital marketing strategies, which we will going to teach you in this mini course, so you can easily increase sales of your business. So guys, with very less cost, you can generate good amount of sales with the help of digital marketing. But the only thing you need to do is to have proper strategy to follow for your digital marketing process. So this is why we have made this mini course, to teach you proper and effective digital marketing strategy that you can use in your business, that can help you to grow. So in this digital marketing strategy, we will going to teach you the fundamentals of digital marketing. That means, in simple language, we will teach you the concepts that you can apply in any situation to help you to grow your business and accomplish goal you want to achieve. So with the help of digital marketing strategy, we will going to tell you the concepts that you can use or apply in your business to grow it. Very simple. So we will also going to give you various options which you can use, and when you will use these options, you will going to get good and effective results in your digital marketing. So guys, you can see that we have lots of concepts that we will going to discuss one by one throughout this mini course, so that you can get better understanding. You can see we have tons of different concepts here, so you have to use all these concepts in your digital marketing, so you can get very good results in digital marketing with very less cost. So this is what this mini course is all about. So now guys, the first concept we will going to learn under digital marketing strategy will be focus on goals before tactics. What many people do, they directly jump to tactics. For example guys, I have taught my student about Snapchat ads recently. So what they done, they have immediately jumped to Snapchat ad. So this is the tactics. Tactics means tool you can use in your digital marketing. So generally people directly jump on tools without knowing how that tool will going to help them, for which people that tool is for. So people generally don't know about their goals and strategy, they directly go to tools. So this is what the first concept in digital marketing tells you, that just focus on your goals first of all before jumping on tactics. For example, first of all, you have to define your goal. In second step, you have to define the strategy, and in third process, you have to define the tactics. For example, so your goals can be what you want to do. First of all, the very first thing whenever you do digital marketing, first thing you have to define is your goal, what you want to do actually. Then in second step, you have to define the strategy. That means whatever you have made your goal, for example, whatever objective or goal you have make, so how you can going to achieve it, or how you can going to do your strategy to achieve this goal. So this is what you need to define in the second step. And then in third step, you have to define the tools that will going to help you to accomplish your strategy. So let me repeat again. First of all, you have to define the goal, then you have to define how you can, then you have to define the strategy how you can achieve this goal, and in third you have to define the tactics how you can achieve your strategy. So when you will going to achieve the strategy, you will automatically going to accomplish your goal, right? So this is very important thing for every digital marketer, to define one specific goal which they want to achieve. Let's take with the help of example. For example, your goal can be to increase traffic by 10% in 6 months. So this can be your goal, right? So for example, this is our goal, and we have decided that I want to increase my website traffic by 10% in 6 months. So I have decided my goal. Then I have to define some strategies. Let me write here. I have to define strategy with the help of this strategy, how can I achieve my goal? So this is what you have to define. So for example, your strategy can be increase discovery online. You can use some directories, or what you can do, you can make your business pages in social media channels, in for example in YouTube channel, to increase the discovery of your online business. So this can be your strategy. Or for example, your strategy can be to use paid ads. This can be your strategy to increase the traffic. For example, let me show you. For example, you can see that I have created my business discovery by opening one channel of Bing Commerce, and I have now this much of followers in past 1 year. So now what I can do, for example, my goal here was to increase the traffic, right? I want to increase 10% traffic in 6 months. So what I can do, I can similarly go to social media, I can make my page, and then I can start promoting my website. For example, here you can see that we have provided our website link, so whenever someone will click on the website, they can just go to our website, right? For example, if I will show you in YouTube, for example, you can see right now you are in my YouTube channel. So what I can do, I can just go to about us page. Here I can put the link of my website. Or when you will going to open any of my video, for example, if you will going to open, for example, let's say this video, so when you will going to open this video, you can see in description box you can provide the link of your website. So for example, here I have put the link of my website. So in this way you can use social media, and you can tell your followers or audience to go to your website. So in this way you can increase the traffic to your website. So this is the increased discovery online. Or you can use paid ads. For example, you can use some paid advertising platform like Google Ads. Okay, so these are the strategies which you can use that can help you to achieve your goals. So as I have told you, now to achieve this, now to so as I have told you that to achieve this strategy, you require some tactics, or I can say tactics, or I can say in simple, tools. So these tools will going to achieve a strategy. So when you will going to achieve a strategy, automatically you will going to achieve your goal. So for example, my goal is to increase the traffic by 10% in 6 months, and I have find that I can use this method, or I can use paid ads. Now here you can see that we have also written with the help of example. For example, if I talk about this step, so you can use this method, that is increase discovery online. So here you can use SEO, you can use Google Maps, you can use Yelp, or you can use other social media platform which I have told you. Also to achieve this strategy, you can also use some paid ads. For example, banner ads. You can also use search ad. You can also use Facebook ad to increase your traffic in your website in 6 months. So hope you guys are somehow understanding that whenever you start your digital marketing, so first thing you have to do is to make planning. First of all, you have to decide what goal you have, then you have to define the strategy how you can achieve that goal, and then you have to define the tools that will going to help you to achieve this strategy. When you will going to achieve your strategy, you will automatically going to achieve your goals. Now as I have told you that I have taught my students Snapchat, so many people, what they done, they directly go to Snapchat and they start using Snapchat ads to promote their product and service. And there are many people who are promoting digital marketing services with the help of Snapchat. So it is totally wrong. Snapchat is not for digital marketing for now, right? So this is a problem. So lot many people do the same mistake. They directly go to tools, they don't see or they don't make any planning. So first thing you always have to do is to make goal, then define the strategy, then make your tactics. So this is the first concept which I want to teach you in this digital marketing strategy, that focus on your goals before tactics. So hope you guys have understand this concept. So now guys, the second concept we have in our digital marketing strategy, that is build loyalty funnel. So now actually if I talk about traditional funnel, or you have seen in many of the courses, they give you this funnel. So this is called as marketing funnel. So this is a traditional funnel where you will going to see only awareness. Let me show you awareness, lead, and your customer funnel. So in awareness, we generally make people aware about our product and service. When we make people aware about our product and service, then we try to capture their leads. Capture their leads. Now, what is lead? So for example, you can take the name email address. So you have seen that in online business, people generally ask for name and email address, right? So this is called as lead. So generally business, what they do, they make people aware about their business. Then in second step, they take their customers name and email address, even phone number, their house address, according to business owners, according to their business nature. They take the lead. In simple, it is information of your customers, it is information of your potential customers. So they take the information of your potential customers, they try to convert the lead into customer. So you have seen that when any company will going to take your name, email address or phone number, they start sending you some messages, marketing messages, to buy their product and service. So they try to convert you into customers, from lead to customer. So this is the traditional marketing which we generally used to follow. But in today's lecture, I will tell you about the modern funnel, which is called as build loyalty funnel. That means I will going to tell you about the loyalty funnel, which is a very modern method. So guys, first of all, you will going to have strangers, then you will going to have engager, then you will going to have lead, then you will going to have customers, then you will going to have promoters. Now what is this actually? Let me teach you. Okay, so see, first of all, we have strangers. Now what, who are these strangers? So strangers are people who are not aware about our business. So strangers people are those people who don't know about our business. So the first thing you have to do is to make people aware. So first thing, you have to make these strangers aware about your business. You have to tell to people who don't know about your business, you first have to tell them that you have one business, and you just have to make people aware about your business. And in second, you have to engage them. So how you can make them engage? For example, if we talk in the point of view in digital marketing, so you have to attract them. For example, you have strangers. So for example, what you can do, you can make one Facebook post or Instagram post, and you can put their content, right? You can put their content and you can upload your content in social media. So people who will not going to know about your business, they will see they will going to see this post. So when they will going to see your post, that means these strangers has been attracted by your post. So this is the post you have made to attract the stranger people who don't know about your business. Okay, so you just attract them so that they will become engager. Now what does this engager means? Now guys, engager means people, those who engaged by your business activities. So engager are those people who get engaged by your business activity. For example, these are the stranger people who do not know about your business. So what you done, you have made one post in social media and you have uploaded that post. So many people who don't know about your business, they have seen the post, and when they will going to see the post, they will either going to like that post, they will either going to comment, they will either going to share your post. So they will become engager. So when you will, so guys, your first task always is to make a stranger attract. You have to make your stranger attract. So in digital marketing, you can use social media to attract stranger so that they can become an engager, right? So for example, here I have seen people who don't know about your business. You can make some post related to your business, you can upload that post on social media. So when they will going to see your post, they will either going to like, comment, share, or even they can follow you. So they will become engager. Okay, so now when they will become engager, you will have to ask them for the lead. You have to ask them for lead. So as I have told you, what is lead? Lead is generally information of your customer. So let me write here, lead means information of your customer. So now when people will going to engage with your business, you have to ask engager are those people who have just engaged with your business. Okay, so you have to ask these same people about their information. So according to your business, you have to ask the information. For example, you can ask these engaged people about their name, email, phone number, so that you can contact them in future. Now I want to tell you one thing, that never ask irrelevant information. For example, your business don't have anything to do with the phone number or address of people. So do not ask this information. You only have to ask those information with your engaged people, which you will going to require in your business. For example, you can ask the name, email. Okay, so when they will become lead, so the next step, you have to turn them into customers. You have to, I can say, close them into customers. So now when you will going to ask the information of these people, so try to sell your product and service to those people. So you can see that first of all what you have done, you have attract people, so they will become engager. When they will become engager, you have to convert them to lead. When they will become lead, you have to close them to customers. So you can see that we have one extra step, which is to engage people. Generally in traditional we don't have that engage step. So in this funnel we don't usually get good lead because we don't engage our potential customers, right? So this is one problem with this traditional funnel. For example, you have attract a stranger, you have convert the engager into lead. When you have got the information of your customers, you have converted them into your customer. When you will do this, so you have to make sure that you provide some after sales service to your potential customers. So that is very important. So this step we called it as a promoter. So here you have to make your customers happy, delight. So generally what happens in previous or traditional funnel is that marketers generally make people aware and they make them customers. They don't provide after sales service. Now for example, you have one mobile phone and you have sell your mobile phone to one person, but you are not providing him after sales service, or you can say this promoter step. So what will going to happen? He will become angry on your company and he will say to other people to not to buy your product and service. So it is very much important that you make this promoter step, which is to make your customers very happy. So after you will sell your product and service to your customer, make sure that you make them happy even after they become your customer. So when your customers will be very happy from your product and service, he will automatically going to say to their friends, relatives to purchase your product and service. So please make sure that as a marketer, you don't make your customers angry, always provide them after sales service. So when they will be very much happy with your product and service, so in future when you will going to launch one new product and service, so you can tell these people who are very much happy with your product and service to purchase your new product. So they will happily going to purchase your product and service. So this is very important step of promoter or delight, that you have to make your customers happy and make very good bonding, so they will become advocate of your product and service. What we generally do, if I will tell you the my website, so let me show you. So guys, you can see this is one of our website, that is academy.bingcommerce.in. So you can also go to Google, you can search for Bing Commerce, Bing, Bing Commerce, UMMERC Commerce, then click on search. You will see this website, that is https://bingcommerce.in. Just open this website, then at very top you will going to see this bottom, just click on drop down arrow and click on this learn skill courses, this first option. Then click on this learn now button, which is here, just click here. So when you will click here, you will come to our this website. Now you can see this is a website where we sell our courses. If person will go to courses from this top, you can see we have several courses which our customers can purchase. So now guys, we make our courses very much amazing. Even after we sell our courses to any person, so after he completes our course, he get very much happy with our courses. So what we do, we tell that person to purchase some other courses we have in our website, so he automatically purchase our more courses from our website. Also guys, what we have done, whenever our customer complete any of the course, we tell them to join our affiliate program so that he can earn with us. For example, if you will click on earn with us, so you will see that we provide our customers 80% commission on every sale. That means when they will going to buy our courses, he will become our customer. So then we provide them very good service. We also tell people to join our affiliate program. That means earn with us program. So with the help of this program, they can join our affiliate program and even they can make money with us. So as you all know that a happy customer will always going to help your business product and service to get promoted automatically, because I have told you that whenever any person will be very much happy with your product and service, so he will going to share your product and service to your relative, friends and many other people. So that's why we have also provided our customers our affiliate program. So when they will take our courses, they will become happy after they will complete our course. When they will become happy, so they can also join our affiliate program, where we are providing them 80% commission on every sale. So he can choose any of our website courses, he can share with his friends and family, and when any people will going to buy from that customer's link, he will going to make money. So we will also going to get benefited because we will going to get more sales, and that person who has promoted our courses will also get commission. So he will be double happy, right? So this is how we work. And as a digital marketing, I will always suggest you guys to add affiliate program to your website. Also, one more thing that you can see, this is our online course website where we sell online course website. If I will tell you, we also have one e-commerce website. You can see this is our e-commerce website, very professional e-commerce website. You can also see we have one blogging website, that is blog.bingcommerce.in. So from this website only, you can see that from this bingcommerce.in website, when you will click on scroll down, so from here you can go to our e-commerce website, you can go to our blogging website. So whatever website you have, so in every of your website, just add one affiliate program, so that you can make your potential customers join your affiliate program, and they can share your product and service to their friends and relatives, and in return provide that customer with some commission. So he will be double happy to promote your product and service. So if you also want to create online course website like this, or if you also want to create shopping e-commerce website like this, or if you want to create blogging website, so guys, we have attached 3 courses where we have taught you how you can make online course website, how you can make e-commerce website, and how you can make blogging website. So please make sure that you guys check out those courses. In very last, in bonus lesson of this video description, we have provided the link for these courses. So please enroll in these courses. Or what you can do, you can go to this online course website. I have taught you how you can come to this website, click on courses, and just click on this web development. When you will click on this web development, so you will see that we have tons of web development course where you do not require any coding, and you can create professional website. Like you can create digital marketing agency website, you can make a website like Facebook. Also, if you will go to second page, so you can see you can also create e-commerce website, you can create online course website, you can create blogging website. So you can take these courses from our website, and you can learn how you can make website. And when you will create website, so guys, when you will going to build your any of website, maybe e-commerce website, online course website, so make sure that there you add the affiliate program. We will also going to attach one link on how you can build your affiliate program in your website. So for example, you have made one online course website, so in this online course website or e-commerce website, you can add affiliate program with the help of this mini course. So I have also attached this course link, so please check out this course as well. So with the help of this course, you can add affiliate program to any of your website. So this will going to help you to double your sales as well. So this is the funnel which you have to create, and you have to follow this funnel which is called as loyalty funnel. So first of all, you will going to have strangers, you have to engage them. That means you have to attract them, so they will going to engage with your business. When you will going to attract them, you have to convert them into lead. When you will convert them into lead, you have to close them to customers. When they will become your customers, you have to make them happy, so they will automatically going to become promoter of your product, service, or your business. So this is the loyalty funnel which you need to follow in a modern digital marketing as a strategy. So now the third concept we have is to focus on value as a digital marketing strategy. So whenever you make digital marketing strategy, so you have to focus on value. Now what does this mean? For example, if you want to gain sales, if you want sales for your product and service, so you have to focus on values. So how you will going to get values? You will going to get values with the help of 3 formula we have, that is benefit. When you will add benefit, you will going to also add fear. When you will going to add regret, plus you will going to add urgency in your product and service, so you will definitely going to get sales. So please focus on value. So values means benefits, fear, regret, urgency. When you will going to add this formula in your practical life selling your product and service, you will definitely going to get sale very easily. Let me explain you with the help of one example. So let's take the example of time switcher. So as you all know that what is time switcher? Time switcher is one device that will going to help you to turn on and off the lights. So for example, your company makes time switcher. So how you can sell your time switcher? With the help of this formula. Okay, so to sell your time switcher easily, you have to use this formula: benefit, fear, regret, urgency. That means you have to provide your customers with benefits. You have to tell them the benefits of this time switcher. You have to say to your customers, or you have to put your customers in fear if they will not going to take your product and service. That means you have to make them feel that what will going to happen if they will not going to take your product and service. You have to also create the feeling of regret among your customers. You have to make them feel that if they will not going to take your product now, they will going to regret in future. You have to create urgency. Now what is urgency? Urgency means limitation. So whenever we put some urgency in front of our customers, so our customers purchase our product and service immediately. For example, you can say to your potential customers that I will going to only provide 100 time switcher per year, so people will going to purchase your time switcher immediately. So you must have to have some kind of urgency. Or you can say that there is 20% off for limited time, so you can get this time switcher for 20% off for limited time. So these are the example of urgency. So when you will follow this four formula, benefit plus fear plus regret plus urgency, you will definitely going to get sales. So let me make you understand with the help of an example of time switcher. So this was the example. So this is one example. So you can see this is how you have to explain in the form of stories or examples. You can see I will going to use this same formula, that is focus on value formula, that is benefit plus fear plus regret plus urgency. I will going to use this four formula and I will going to get sale. So this is the four formula I have used here as well. So you can see with this example, today I want to share a case study. Though the solution to the problem in case study was simple, but the problem was really frustrating. My friend, now see, I am telling one example by pointing to my friend. Okay, so you can see my friend Mr. Kunal. So I have one friend, his name is Kunal. So he's running a training institute in Bhilai area at Nehru Nagar. So Mr. Kunal is running one training institute in Bhilai at Nehru Nagar. His consumption in outdoor lights and hoardings was 23% of overall electricity bill. So you can see that I'm explaining about my product and service to my potential customers by saying this story in front of them of Mr. Kunal. Okay, so you can see that I have included one factor of fear by saying that Kunal has a consumption of outdoor lightings which cost him 23% of overall electricity bill. So Kunal pays around 23% of overall electricity bill only on this outdoor electricity and hoardings. So this is what I have explained till now, right? Now let's move forward to story. Every day Mr. Kunal has to remind his office boy. So Mr. Kunal is my friend. He has one office boy. So Kunal has to remind his office boy to switch on the hoarding lights in the evening, and most importantly turn off the hoardings light at the time of operating office every morning. So here in story I am telling that I have one friend Kunal. He has one office boy. So Mr. Kunal run one training institute. So Mr. Kunal has one office boy in this training institute to whom Mr. Kunal has to remind that in every evening to turn on the hoarding lights and turn off the hoarding lights at the time of operating office every morning. So Kunal has to remind his office boy to switch on the lights in evening and switch off the lights in every morning. Okay, so hope you guys have understood the story till now. Let's proceed further. Now the frustrating part was, apart from reminding the office boy twice to thrice every day, he forget to start hoarding lights. Obviously the loss of the business, that is regret, and many times he forget to switch off lights in the morning, huge electricity bill, that is problem. So here you can see that I am telling in a story about my friend Kunal that he has to remind his office boy, but he forgot every day, even after reminding him to start lights and to turn off lights. Even Kunal remind that person, that office boy, 2 to 3 times every day. So even after that he forget to turn on the lights and turn off the lights. So when he will not going to turn off the when he will not going to turn on the lights, so people could not see the institute of Mr. Kunal in the evening because of very dark. So that is regret. And in morning, if this person will not going to switch off the lights, so Mr. Kunal has to pay huge electricity bill. So that will be the problem, right? So as a business owner, because I'm a business owner and I want to sell this time switcher, right? So I'm a business owner and I want to sell this time switcher. So I'm saying to Mr. Kunal to put one timer switch. You can see which is one solution. I'm, as a business owner of time switcher, I'm saying to Mr. Kunal that put one time switcher with just a minimum investment of $28. He can save up to 3% of his electricity bill every month. This will be the benefit, and more importantly, peace of mind. So Kunal don't have to say to his office boy again and again to switch on the lights, switch off the lights. So that is very frustrating part. So I'm saying to Kunal to install my time switcher which my company make so he can save up to 3% of electricity bill every month, which is the benefit, with just $28 as an investment. So this is the formula, guys, which you have to use in your business as well. So you can see that what I have done, I have included the fear factor in my product, I have included regret, I have included problem, I have included benefit. So this is how you have to explain your customers in the form of stories and include all the value factors which we have taught you. So what are the values? Value factors are that if you want to get sales, so you have to tell your potential customers benefits, fear, regret, urgency. You can tell in the form of a story, like we have done here in this example, like we have done in that example. Okay, so hope you guys have understood that as a digital marketing, whenever you do digital marketing, so you make one strategy that you only focus on values, that whatever product and service you are promoting, so always use this formula. This formula will going to give you very successful sale, and we have also taught you with the help of example of time switcher. So hope you guys have one clear idea about this concept on focus on value. So now another concept we have is understanding your customer. So guys, as a digital marketing strategy, the first thing you need to do is to understand your customers. You need to think from your customer's perspective. Okay, and you have to see that in whatever niche you are. For example, you are in health niche, that means you are selling your product and services in health, or any niche in make money, in gymming, or in any niche. So you have to first of all understand your customers. That is very much important, right? So you have to understand your customers. How you can do that? You can just check their demographics, like their age, their gender, whether your customers are in which age group, maybe 19 to 30 age group. Then you have to define the gender, which gender your potential customers are, they are male or female, what are their education level, how much is their income. Actually you have to target their income as well. So you have to see that whatever product or service you are making, so it can be affordable by your potential customers or not. So that is what you have to find, the income of your potential customers, where they live. Like for example, in India we wear Gujarati sari, right? Let's me Gujarati sari, so it's one clothes in India. So in India there are many states. So if you are selling Gujarati sari, so most probably your potential customers will be from Gujarat state. So it is one state in India, right? So this is how you have to find the potential customers, where your potential customers live. Okay, so these are the things which you need to understand about your customers, their age, gender, education, income, where they live, what are the key benefits of your product and service, key benefits of your products or services. Then you also have to define why your customers should take your products over your competitors. So maybe your company and business are producing that type of product and services which your other competitors are also producing. So what makes your product and services different from your competitors? This is what you also have to note down. Then when they can take your product and service, so you have to identify that your potential customers can be interested to take your product and service maybe in some specific time, maybe in some specific festival. You can also define the lifetime value of your customer. You also have to define the pain points of your customers. Maybe for example you are selling one XYZ product, right? So you have to first of all define the different problems which your customers generally face, and how your this product or service can solve their problem. So this is what you have to also make sure that you note down this thing as well. So your main task must be, you have to create one, you have to take one page, and in that page you have to note down these things. Okay, their demographics, key benefits of your product and service, why your customers should take your product and service over your competitors, when they can take your product and service, lifetime value of your customers, pain points of your customers. So you have to note down these data in one of your notebook or page. This thing will going to help you to target to your potential customers whenever you are doing marketing. For example, when you will open your Facebook ads, for example if I talk about Facebook ads, so you can see it is telling my followers. Now here we will going to see we have one ads option. So you can see when I will click on create ad, I want this option. So here you can see that Facebook will going to ask me various options. For example, my location, if I will click on edit, so it will going to ask me location where my customer live. You can also set that, you can also set the age 25 to 40 age group, are they men or female. So this will going to help you in your marketing. So that's why these are the main points I've written, which you have to focus very much. Okay, so please focus on these points and write these details about your potential customers and note it down, so this can help in your marketing. Also guys, in digital marketing, when we understand our customers and when we write these details about our customers, we call this procedure as customer persona. So in digital marketing, whenever someone will say you, please make the customer persona of your customer, so just understand in a that way that it is asking you to create details or understand your customers. So this was the another concept which I want to teach you. So next concept we have is the unique value proposition. So in short, we call it as UVP. That full form is unique value proposition. That means you have to write one unique selling point, or I can say unique value proposition. So it is generally 1 to 2 sentence summary of what sets you apart from your competitors. So for example, you are making one product and service, so you have to define that in your product and service, what is that one thing which you are giving in unique, which your other competitors are not providing, which your competitors are not providing. So you also have to define this thing, that what is your unique value proposition, that is UVP. In some area we called it as a unique selling point, where you have to tell about the unique thing about your product and service which your other competitors are not providing. So guys, you have to write this 1 to 2 sentence summary of what sets you apart from your competitors. So your UPP options can be the price point. Maybe there is one product which XYZ company is also providing, PQR company is also providing, and your company is ABC. But unique selling point can be your price. Maybe you are providing at very affordable or cheap price. It can also depend on quality. Maybe your company is providing very good quality as compared to other competitors, right? So this can be the UVP options. There can be many more, maybe that are related to features. Maybe in your product and service you are providing one unique feature which your other competitors are not providing. So these are the unique value proposition. So make sure that you write your product and service unique value proposition or unique selling point, which makes your product and service different from your competitors. Okay, now guys, another concept we have is elevator pitch. Now what is this concept? So now guys, in this concept, let me explain you. In this concept, what generally happens, for example, you are going to one elevator, okay, and this person is a business owner who requires money for his project and service or for expansion of their business. And in that same elevator, assume that there is one investor just going side by side in the elevator. Now this investor has lots of money, right? These investors have lots of money, and you are a business owner who want to produce one product and service. So to produce that product and service, you require money, and you have one investor. So now you have one chance to talk to this investor and tell about your product and service, so that this person, this investor, will get interested in your product and service, and he can invest in your product and service manufacturing, right? So this is what we call it as a elevator pitch. That means in very short time, how you can make your investors or financiers invest in your product and service. So how you can impress them so that they can invest on your product or services or in your business. So this is what we call elevator pitch. That means you have a very short time, because investors generally don't have lots of time. So you have to make them happy, or you have to attract them in a very short period of time, right? So when we go to elevator, so elevator just take to one floor to another in very less time. So in very less time, how you can make investor happy so that he can invest in your product and service. So for example, here we have provided you one golden formula which you can use and write your elevator pitch. So you can just explain this elevator pitch, so your investor will be interested to invest in your product and service. So here we have for customer segment. Here you have to write the customer segment for whom your product and service are, right? Which type of people will going to purchase your product and service. So here you have to write that. Then who has, then you have to write your customer need. Then product name you have to write, is a, then you have to write a market category. Then that, then you have to write one key benefit of your product and service. Then you have to write unlike your competition, so you have to write the name of your competitor. Then the product UVP. So UVP is this one which we have discussed, which you have to write here. Okay, so here we have example. So guys, here we have example of one automatic window shut on and shut down product. So for example, you have, your company has made one product which can automatically put curtain up and down. You don't have to do it manually, right? So this is one automation product for your windows. Okay, so we for example, your company or business is producing this type of product. So for that you require one investor who can invest to produce this type of product. So you can see with the help of this formula I have written one example. So you can see for, here is the for, right? Then you have to write the customer segment. So my customer segment is home, smart home enthusiastic. So people, those who are very much enthusiastic about the smart home. So for this are this product is all about. Then we have who has. So here we have written who has. Then you have to write the customer need. So you can see we have written customer need wants to shed lights on a few frontier of the home automation. So these are the customer need which we have written. Then we have to write the product name. So here you can see AutoShade is the name of our product. Then we have ESA. Then we have written ESA. Then we have to write the market category for our product. So its market category is automated window shade system. Then we have written that. Then we have written that here. So you have to write one key benefit of your this product. So here we have written the key benefit is that it uses solar power to open and close your window shades. Then you have to write unlike. So we have written unlike. Then you have to write your competitor. So you can see XE Home is our competitor. And then you have to write the product. So our product name is the AutoShade. So we have written same product name here, AutoShade. Then you have to write UVP. So your UVP is unique value proposition, which we have discussed. So you have to write that here. So you can see we have written our UVP here, that is connects to Amazon's Alexa and Google Home. So you can control your home windows from your mobile devices no matter which you have. So you can see this is the elevator pitch. So now in very short, you can see you can explain this summary to your investor, and you can explain everything about the product and service which you will going to produce. So after listening to this sentence, there is 90% of chance that your investor to whom you will going to explain this sentence, he will going to get impressed with your product and service, and he can invest in your product and service. So this is what we call it as a elevator pitch. Okay, so please follow this elevator pitch follow this formula which we have taught you here, and create your elevator pitch. So whenever you will find any person or financier, or you can say investor, so just use this formula and make the elevator pitch and explain to your investor so that he can invest on your product and service. So this is also one important digital marketing strategy, that you must have one elevator pitch. So whatever product and service which you will going to sell to your potential customer, so that you can explain this thing to them, and the chances will be very high that they can take your product and service. So now guys, we have very last concept, that is called as key performance indicator. We generally call it as KPI. So now what is this KPI? That is what we will going to discuss now. Okay. So in simple, KPI means it is measurable values that tells any business about their performance. So KPI is what? It is measurable value that tells any business about their performance. So guys, there are many KPI. If you will focus on that KPI, so you can come to know that whether your business or marketing performance is doing great or not. So here you can see that there, for example, if I will show you with some example, so we have KPI as CPR, that means cost per result. For every result, how much cost you are paying, so that is what it is called as CPR, that is cost per result. For example, for every purchase you are paying $10. So this is the CPR, cost per result. For every successful conversion or purchase, how much cost you are paying, so that is CPR. So it is another important digital marketing strategy to focus on this KPI, because if you will focus on KPI, so you will come to know that what is the performance of your business, and it will also going to tell you whether you are performing great or not. Okay, so first was CPR, that is cost per result. Now second we have CTR, full form click through rate. That means when you are running your campaigns, maybe paid advertising, so how many people are clicking on your advertisement, or maybe for YouTube you have made one thumbnail. For YouTube you make one thumbnail, right? So how many people are clicking on your YouTube video by seeing your thumbnail? It is called as click through rate. Okay, so it tells you about the rate, that is CTR, that is click through rate. Now another is cost per click. In short, we call it as a CPC, that is cost per click. So for every click, how much cost you are paying. Maybe you are running any paid advertising, you are running any search ads or any kind of paid advertising. So for every click, how much cost you are paying, that is what we called it as a CPC. For example, for every click you are paying this much of amount, so this is CPC. Now we have CPM, that means cost per thousand impression. So for example, you are showing your videos or maybe you are running on paid advertising, and for every thousand impression means how many people, or I can say reach, in simple I can say reach. So for every thousand reach, how much cost you are paying, so that we call it as a CPM, that means cost per impression. So these are the some KPIs which are very much important, whether you are doing email marketing, paid advertising, or you are doing some organic sales. So for these KPIs essentials are very much important. Now guys, I just want to say you one thing, that your main motive must be that you must get cost very less and you should get results more. So every successful campaign must have very low cost and high result. If I talk about this cost, you can see this is a cost. So cost means they are expenses for you, right? They are cost, that means they are expense for you. So you have to make sure that whatever you do in your digital marketing, so your cost must be very low, but result you should get very great. For example, result rate, click, impressions, that means for every cost you should get very good result. For example, if you will see the CTR, click through rate, so click through rate means how many people are clicking on your advertisement. So more the click through rate will be, better it will be, right? So please keep this thing in mind, that every successful campaign you run in digital marketing must have very low cost and high result. For example, if we see this CPR, so the cost must be very less and you should get result very good. That means, for example, right now for every purchase you are getting $10. That means for every purchase you are paying $10 as your cost. So your motive must be that you should increase your purchase more and you should also decrease your cost. For example, right now you are paying $10, so you have to make another strategy how you can decrease this cost, let's say maybe to $8. So $8 for per purchase will be very much good, because in previous time you are paying $10 for per purchase, now you are paying $8 for per purchase, so you have decreased your cost, so it will be your profit, right? Similarly, here we have this CTR, that is click through rate. So the more click through rate will be, the better your campaign will going to perform, right? And third is CPC, cost per click. Now again, your cost must be very less and you should get more click. Right now you can see for every click we are paying this much amount, right? So your motive must be that you should get more clicks at very less cost. So for example, right now you are paying $0.30, so your motive must be how you can decrease your cost to maybe 0.20 per click. So this must be your strategy. So make sure that you should always focus on increasing your result, performance or result, and you should always have to make different strategy how you can decrease your cost in digital marketing. Then only you will make your campaign successful, right? So this is the CPC. Now we have last thing, that is CPM. So again, for every thousand impression you have to pay cost. So you always have to make sure that your cost must be less and you should get more and more impressions. For example, right now you are paying $10 for thousand impression, so your motive must be to decrease this cost. Maybe for $8 you are giving, maybe for 1000 impression you are paying now $8, so it will be good. So you always have to make sure that you should decrease your cost and you should increase your result performance, right? So this was the some KPI essentials which you will find in your day-to-day life in digital marketing. Now guys, if we talk about KPIs targeting, so as we have discussed, click-through rate, CPC. So now generally we think that if you will going to have 1% or lower CTR, it will be very bad in digital marketing. But if you will going to get 1 to 3%, so it will be average. And if you will going to get click-through rate more than 3% or 3%, it will be considered as very good. So now in your digital marketing, whenever you run maybe any campaign or you are doing anything, so wherever you will going to get click-through rate 3% or more than that, so that means you understand that you are doing very good. Now if we talk about CPC, that is cost per click. So for example, if you are paying $0.5 or lower for every click, so it will be considered as very good. But if you are paying between $0.5 to 2, it will be considered as average. But if you are paying cost $2 for every click, you are paying $2, so it will be considered as very bad because you are paying more here, right? So as I have said you, that you have to make sure that your cost must always be less. So this was the thing of KPIs targeting. Now let's discuss about CPM. That means for every 1,000 impression, how much cost you will going to pay. So in digital marketing, if you will going to get $5 or lower cost for 1,000 impressions, so it will be considered as very good. But if you are getting between $5 to $10, it will be considered as average. But if you are getting cost more than $10 or $10, if you are getting cost per 1,000 impression as $10 or more, so it will be considered as bad. So you have to improve your campaign performance. Okay. And the last thing we have is cost per result. That means for every result, how much cost you are paying. So if you are getting cost per result 10 or lower, it will be considered as very good in digital marketing. But if you will going to get between 10 to 30%, it will be average. But if you are getting 30 or more than 30%, it will be very high, right? That means you are paying very high cost for every result. So make sure that your cost must be very less, because as I said, cost is what? It is expense. So you have to make sure that you have to lesser your expenses every single time, so that you can get more profit margin, right? So these are the KPIs which I have told you. Okay, so let me just rub it. Okay, so hope you guys have understand what is now KPI, or key performance indicator. So it is also one very important concept in digital marketing, that you focus on these KPIs. And I have taught you what are the indicators, and if you are finding any of the indicator which is going above cost, so you have to decrease it. So these are the important concepts and strategies which I have told you about digital marketing. Hope you guys have enjoyed these concepts and strategy, and please apply this in your life. Okay. Hey guys, thank you so much that you people have stick with me and completed the full video course, and I hope that you guys have loved watching the short mini video course which we have provided you. Now I just want you to give some information that we have our own website, so you can just visit to this website academy.beingcommerce.in. Just type this URL and click on enter. You will come to this website. Now when you will click on courses, so you will see we have tons of different courses for very affordable and fixed price. So if you are interested, so you can also take these courses from our website. But the most important thing which I want to tell you is that our lifetime plan. Now when you will click on this lifetime, you will go to this lifetime plan. So here whatever courses, paid courses we have in our Udemy or any educational website or in our website, so when you will take the lifetime plan, you will going to be able to access all the existing paid courses we have. Plus we will also going to give you free lifetime access to our new uploading courses every month. So every month we will going to launch new courses, so we will also going to give you those new launching courses every month for free, so you can access those new courses lifetime for free. So this is a benefit of this lifetime. So make sure, if you guys are interested, you can just go to this website, that is academy.beingcommerce.in. Just type in your browser academy.beingcommerce.in, then click on enter. You will visit to this website. It is that simple. Or you can just simply search Bing Commerce on Google. Just search for Bing Commerce, click on enter. You will see the first URL, that is https://bingcommerce.in, Bing Commerce Hub. So you can just select this website, go to this website. From Bing Commerce you can select the learn skill courses, and from this website you can click on learn more. So from there also you can visit to our website. So either you directly just search on the browser academy.beingcommerce.in, or just go and search for Bing Commerce on search engine like Google, Yahoo. Just search there Bing Commerce and visit to our official Bing Commerce Hub website, and from there you can just visit to this website. Also, before ending this video, I want you to tell you that we have our Instagram page. You can follow our Instagram page. You can see we have good followers in our Instagram page, so you can follow us in our Instagram page. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can see more than 105,000 people follow this page worldwide, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that you will going to get latest and amazing knowledge for free with our YouTube channel. So this was the important things which I want to tell you. First, about my website, where I have the courses. You can take them from here. Also you can also acquire a lifetime plan. You can also follow our Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.